Yes, I keep telling people something. If you want to do good,
Mm.
don't look at the person's action, whether the person is lying or saying the truth. Let the person's conscience judge him or her. I get in it. Like
Mm.
months ago, I was in Yobe State. A little girl came. She was crying that that somebody stole her money. No, no, no. The person bought water from her, and the person collected 500 from her and told her to go and look for change. The person didn't give her money according to the little girl.
Mm.
So when she came out, she didn't see the person. So she lost both her money and the change, the money she gave to the guy. She gave the guy change, but the guy did not give her money. So when she came crying, we were about 3, 4 men there. So they were doubting her. I told them, no, this small girl doesn't have the capacity to think crime. They said, no, she's a Fulani girl. That's the behavior. I said, no,
No,
now.
let's not bring tribe into this. Let's just talk around the.
No. At least it's plain now. Like it's not something like this thing. Now I told the person, no, this person cannot do this thing. So after everything, I gave the girl the 500 naira. So the guy was like, you shouldn't have done this. I said, what do you mean? This girl is too small. For her chest should have moved you. So after everything, one of the men said, you tried though. The other one said, no, this money you spent, they think they pay me. I said, how? If someone's tears can't move you, I don't really understand. But what I'm saying is, if comes now, whether it's a fake story of like, do your own bit. If the person was actually lying, let it be on the person, not that you were supposed to help someone and you didn't help the person. That's just it. Are you getting it?
Yes.
If the person now told his daughter, blah, 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 if you want to say assist and go your way, let his our conscience judge him.
All right. Thank you very much for sharing your thought right there. Good morning to you.
Yeah. Hello, good morning.
Welcome.
God bless Nigeria. My name is Abdul from Maitama.
Welcome, Abdul.
Nice conversation. I'm waiting for this right time to come up. My brother, Federal Capital since El-Rufai left Abuja as the FCT minister, has turned to another thing. Every day and day, in newspaper, in television, in a radio station, we've been talking about open defecation. And right now, if you move around, you will see a place whereby government go ahead and cite a toilet facilities in a place where you don't supposed to be. It's for who? It's for those people you are talking about all been doing nothing in Abuja, making Abuja to be very dirty. How can you go and station a toilet facility to the motorists that pass anyhow on the roads of Abuja? How can you go and station toilet facility for those people that hawk on the traffic to go and vandalize it? Let me tell you the truth. We are not ready in this Federal Capital Territory and Nigeria as a whole. Yes, in your own conversation, you say there is a law that backs Federal Capital and forbids those trafficking and doing some illegal things. Let me tell you the reality. There is passport in Abuja, but passports are not ready. I hope the authority are listening to this conversation. They are collecting money from those particular people. After they collected bribe from them, they give them some period of time and they ask information.
So do you have any proof to this information you just shared right now?
It will come to a time whereby we can come with our own evidence. Let me tell you something. Go to Utako by the traffic of that Arab. You will see them sitting down under the sea. They are collecting money from them. They have inside the transport. They have those people that has their numbers. When they are going for patrol, they will call them and tell them to vacate. They are coming. The reality is that if you go to Jabi by the traffic, my brother, go in the night, you will see how bikes flying that road from that traffic down to Chida Hotel. Go to that same point that I'm talking to around that Arab junction. You will see bikes they flying in front of FCT. My brother, during El-Rufai, I'm still narrating. I wish this next government they are going to come, let them bring El-Rufai back to FCT to put Abuja in order.
All right.
Abuja is not one of the cleanest states. Akwa Ibom is first, followed by Lagos. Abuja is third. What is the reason why? This is where Mr. President is cited. The FCT minister doesn't go around and take a look at what is happening. That is the reason why Abuja is turned to another thing. Even the sanitation of Abuja, the landscaping taking care of Abuja is turned to, oh, I don't know how to even put it. My brother, you, if you're in Abuja last 10 years, or 8 years, or 7 years, that is not how Abuja is looks. That is the reason why you hear so many residents in Abuja, they are complaining about nothing they have done. People are moving anyhow. You just see people park in your own front and collect your items. That is insecurity in Abuja as I'm talking to you.
All right.
So my brother, we have a long way to go. Let the government wake up.
Thank you very much.
Minister wake up and do something about it. Keep doing what they are doing and do it very well. And that is the constantly talking in Nigeria if they should be doing it after 2 days so that you will hear more food in the end.
Thanks for calling and sharing your words right there. You can right now on YouTube and Facebook at the same at Nigeria Info Abuja Duo to also follow so that you can be part of the Nigeria Info family. We're talking about street hawkers and their antics in the FCT. It'd be great to hear your experience as well as ways to ensure that this situation is handled in the best way possible. Welcome to you. Are you there?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Yes, I can now.
Okay, my name is Ben. I'm calling from Sunnyvale. I think, see, those people, helping them, especially the children, encourages street talking. I think one time I was coming from Suleja. I was going to town. So at Zuba, I met this girl. She was crying. So when I asked her, she said somebody collected her money and so. I said, okay, come, let me go and see your mom. When I go to their place, I saw the mom. And I was very angry because she was from my place. The way I spoke to the mother, I told her, any day I see this girl talking again, I will arrest you. And from that day, whenever I want to go to town, when I get to Zuba, I will make sure I pass through that place and know if she's at home or if she has gone to school. The thing is that we are the one that encourage them. If you see anybody crying, especially children, you say somebody collected, take the person home. If you want to help the person, take her home or take him home. Ask the parents, why is this girl walking? Is she the one supposed to be feeding the family or the family is supposed to be feeding her? If we keep helping them, okay, look at all these, the elder ones. You see somebody who just come to you, bro, I'm going to school place. I have only 100 naira. Just try and tell the person, enter this motor now, let me pay for you. You will see, they will not agree. They are saying, let the person's conscience. Some people, their conscience are no longer working. Their conscience are dead. So helping them encourages them to do more. So please, let's stop helping. If you want to help the person, take the person home and see the parents. If she's the one spending for herself, you can help the person. Not just on the way you give person one. You just go and continue. So they make millions more than you that is helping them. That is why I stopped giving take as money. If I want to do that, I'll go to Motherless Babies Home. I go there, I see people that really need this help. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome.
My name is Martin.
Welcome, Martin. Let's hear from you.
Well, we are talking of street hawking and street begging, Abi.
Well, street hawking is the focus today.
Street hawking is a problem.
Is the focus what we're talking about today?
Yes.
Yes.
Focus, okay. Street hawking is a reflection of the kind of country that we are. Because there is no marked out place for those people to sell. And even if there is, the government, the people, especially in this Abuja here, you see everywhere, hawking is everywhere. Why? Because the people want to make an end meet. There is hungry in the land. So everybody is trying to do whatever they can do to just get something. Do you understand? So the government should help the people. The environment is not conducive for people to live, to strive, and make an end meet. So anything that anybody can do, will do it. So why you see people hawking? Because the father and the mother cannot put food on their table. And me, as a child, as I was growing up, right from my primary school days, I started buying uniform for myself. Where do I
get the money by doing many jobs, by doing some things for me to just get money and help myself. I see what my other people are doing. They want to go to school. They are buying books. So the people, it's not their fault. It's the reflection of the kind of government we have. And they are putting pressure on everybody. So even the children are not fed. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for sharing that. Now, he mentioned it's important for the government to map out proper market locations for these people to be able to go and display their goods. Now, the Federal Capital Territory Administration, FCTA, on Monday removed the popular makeshift market and squatters settlement behind the old Federal Secretariat Area 1, Gariki. Demolition was said to have been brought about by the wave of insecurity threatening the peaceful existence of the Secretariat's occupants and other people within the environs. Now, with that demolition, we're bound to see an increase in the number of street hawkers around the city. What plan was put in place before this demolition happened? Are they going to be able to maybe get some sort of resettlement or compensation or rehabilitation, as the case may be? It's really important for these things to be put in place before these demolitions happen, even though they are illegal or they are makeshift. Welcome to you.
Yes, hello?
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Itodo. How are you?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine. This is Abuja right now. Coming for the hour.
Okay.
You are talking about street talking.
Yes, please.
Hello?
Yes, I am. Go ahead, please.
There is a mass demolition within the bit on the Secretariat. Thanks to Commerce Plaza, those mechanic area where those men are selling food.
Mm-hmm.
There is a demolition now with the SCDA.
Mm-hmm.
Combined security, Air Force, Army, and Civil Defense, and DIO, all of them, they are in this area now. So they are going down to those where those women are selling food, food vendor.
Okay.
So they have already cleared those mechanics after the Secretariat. So I think people should be cautious in what they are doing. When they say the rule of law, obey the law, obey the rule of the regulation of the land, so that we can have a better country. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much for sharing that. Now, with this demolition, you would say it's important for the government to provide proper markets and proper locations. But then how affordable would this be for the common person who is just trying to make a living? I mean, they would state that it's easier to hawk, wherein you're not expected to pay any rent or any dues or any fees, and you can make your profit and be able to do something worthwhile with it. Welcome to you.
Good morning, Itodo.
Good morning.
My name is Wilson Emmanuel.
Welcome, Emmanuel.
Okay. Mr. Itodo,
Yes.
subject at hand is very broad. I want to limit my thoughts to the children. You see, we all know that the economy is bad. It is not the fault of the children. Some parents push the children to the streets to hawk, and their future is put at stake. Instead of them being in school or learning a trade, they're on the streets. I passed by, I saw a food vendor, a woman selling by the roadside, selling plantain and beans. I stopped by. I saw a young-looking child with him. I was with her. And I asked her, "Madam, who owns this child?" "Oh, guy, is my child." When school was in session, I said, "Why is this child not in school?" She looked at me, she could not answer. And I asked her a simple question. I said, "Why are you on the streets?" She said she wants to help the family. I said, "Okay, if you're on the street, you want to help the family, and this child is here, is the child not part of the family?" She could not answer. I said, "Madam, by tomorrow, let this child not be here. So that when this child grow up, he shouldn't grow up to inherit this business you are doing. Pay a price for this child now, so that you secure a future for him. The next time I came, I saw the child. The child is to see the child apart from getting the future, they learn bad character and they'll bring it home, become a thorn in the flesh to the family. Please, God, that the children will not be the street, will get their future and hold them to fight wrong character.
All right, Emmanuel, before I let you go, Emmanuel, giving that information, but I have a question for you. You mentioned something about the parents not caring enough for the children. Is it about not caring or for it? Because with this, you have to tell you, these off from business, what they.
As we're saying, if the child will go on the streets, probably after school, to help the parents, fine. My concern is that it shouldn't be a profession for a child to permanently be on the streets. Whether or not, beyond that, they're exposed to danger. Like see some of them on the highway. They expose them to danger. If a child dies in the name of hockey to augment the family, of what benefit will it be to the family anymore?
All right, Emmanuel, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts. Have a good morning.
Thank you, Mr. Itodo.
All right. So he's just, said, listen, parents, I mean, it's okay for the children to assist you. We've seen a number of kids hawking early in the morning when their mates are in school. They're trying to make a living for themselves and their parents. Now, some have said there's a syndicate of kids who are sent out there to hawk and, of course, mislead the general public into parting away with their money because they would come up with a story and make you believe that they indeed are going through a hard time and they have been either harassed or robbed by the authorities or a random stranger. Welcome to you.
Thank you, Mr. Itodo.
Good morning.
I'm glad to link up with you. My name is Usang for God.
Welcome.
A wonderful topic you have brought on. Mr. Itodo, I recall, growing up then, you couldn't find a child in the streets, and if you get to your class and then a certain child is not in the class, the teachers will send the bigger boys, to go search for that boy, arrest that boy, and bring such a boy to school. But that helps only to remind me that was when education was free, and now the justification will be that maybe they are not able to pay, which is not real justification. Now, some of these children that hawk on the street, they have a lot of tricks they play. Let me tell you one. The recent one is that I fell a victim to that. A pure water seller will just go to a place where the cars cannot move very fast and pour the entire pure water on the ground, and then drivers, people passing between 1,100 money, and then the next time you see them in a different place. And so when I see them now, I have seen them since the first time I fell victim, like 4 times. I don't get moved anymore because I know that it is not true. Because the first is just to play, is maybe like blackmail. You see this boy suffering and you want to just assist, and then it is not true because it's a pretense. At the end of the day, they will make like 100 times the price of that one sachet of pure water. If there is the government can, take these children away from school, rehabilitate them, and create an avenue for them to go to school to be better. It should even be made a punishable offense. I think it is. I don't know why it has continued. Yes, there are people who are genuinely needy, who have no choice, whose parents have forced them. Such parents should not put the burden on those children. The parents should go extra mile. Master Itodo, let me know this. I believe that the parents should do everything legitimate to take care of a child, no matter what it is. Drop your pride. If you have to do manual work, do that. If you have to drive at your free time, do that. I drive at my free time. And I do this just because I don't want to see my children ask me for what is within my power to provide, and I'll tell them stories. Thank you.
All right, thanks for God. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts right there. And of course, sharing of the antics, which I mentioned earlier about, I think the pure water seems to be the easiest thing to let go of and not feel bad because of how how affordable it is. But I'll be back to get more of your thoughts on street hawkers and their antics in the FCT. Stay tuned to go for a quick break right now, and I will be right back.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nothing breaks the news like the news. Trust me, I can prove it. I do it every morning on Morning Crossfire from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Nigeria Info 95.1, and I'm Femi D. Amede. Join the biggest conversation around national politics every day in a way that is trustworthy, full of passion, and yes, covers the biggest politics and the stories that matter to you. See, you have all the reasons to find out what's going on in Nigeria and be engaged differently. Let's talk. That's the way to go, even this morning.
Hello, my name is Kimberly Nwachukwu. I'm the host of Hard Facts, and I bring you the biggest stories driving conversation every weekday here on 95.1 Nigeria Info Hard Fact Show. I love to get your opinion and conjectures, but the facts you cannot dispute here on Hard Facts. Join me and let's talk.
This is Nigeria Info. Nigeria Info. 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 This is Nigeria Info.
The Yanya area. There are those who can run. Once the traffic moves and you're trying to purchase something, there are those who can run, who are honest about their living. You see them from time to time improve on what they are selling. There are those who try to take advantage of people by maybe selling overpriced products or counterfeit or things that, would go bad as soon as you buy them. So it's a mix of various characters and antics once you run into these people. But what can the government do to ensure that the standard of living is improved and that, for those who have kids and are having the kids hawk as opposed to being in school, are able to do the right thing and support them in the best way possible? Welcome.
Hello, good morning, the King Itodo.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, Usan for God, and Mazi, Justin, Anthony, and to the listener and callers of Nigeria Info as well. My name is Salasi. I want to talk about these street hawkers, their antics. Honestly, it happened to me, and which the boy was in kind of crying that somebody collected his money. But another thing, I still see him somewhere. That's why I get to know that it's an antic. And I saw another one again pour his pure water. People were passing, dropping 1,000. In fact, vehicle that was ahead of me dropped 1,000 naira to him. So I will just in kind of imagine. It's when Usan for God just mentioned about these people dropping, throwing their water, pure sachet water. I think what government need to do, these children need to be rehabilitated. They need to be taken. They need to be taken to the school. I remember in Kaduna then when we were in primary school. As soon as we come back from school, most of my colleagues, some of them will go to panabiting, some will go to mechanic, some will go to the repair free. Do you know when these children get to secondary school, they started paying their school fees by themselves, not even demanding from their parents. I think government needs to do something, most especially in the aspect of rehabilitation and the aspect of seeing that they have taken these children out of school. For how long will they be spending this water? For how long will this continue? Is that how they are going to end their life? No, something needs to be done. I remember Europa Rehabilitation Center in Buari and other places in Kwali. But that place has been abandoned. Most of the money that must have kept in that place, some people must have put that money in their pocket. There's something that is being budgeted for particular project. Some people will squander all these things, and this won't be useful. So I think enforcement needs to be done, but a place needs to be created.
All right.
Not to be harassed. Thank you so much.
All right, Selassie, thank you very much. Welcome to you. Are you there? All right, let's take this one from you right now. Good morning.
Hello.
Welcome. Your radio is on.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yes, good morning, Itodo. How are you?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
Well, I think one thing I think government needs to do. Let me tell you my true experience.
What's your name?
The first one is.
What's your name?
My name is Bright.
Welcome, Bright. Go ahead.
Yes, my first experience. Let me tell you the things that used to be rampant in Abuja. When you go use ATM, you have these people who come and lie to you. Let me tell you my own experience. A pregnant woman came there, and she told me she tried to use her card, that she's going to the hospital to go and do something, and she was there begging, and everybody ignored her. I said, no, I can't, because I have a pregnant wife. So I gave her 5,000. She gave me her number that when in the evening that she will call me, she took my number. I collected her number, not knowing that the number she gave me was a fake number. When I called that number, I was trying to call the number there. She said, his network. I said, madam, let me dial my number on your phone, and it went. She said, no, that the battery is down, right? So I said, okay, let me give her a benefit of doubt. I called that number again in the evening. That number never went through. Not too long ago, I saw another same similar style by the ATM. This used to go around in Abuja. I mean, a lot of people will testify to this. You see some people will they say somebody in the hospital, they will come to the ATM at the begging. Some will even tell you, my ATM, the network of my bank is down. Please, can you do this? Now, this is the point. This is the thing for me. But that doesn't stop us from helping. Me, I will help. But you see, for those of children, I think what government should do is that they should pick up those children. When they arrest those children, go to their houses and arrest their parents that push those children out to go and hawk. If they start doing that, they will not push their children out to go and hawk. You see, this excuse we give is because of the way life is and everything. You don't put the life of those children in danger. They didn't beg you to come to this world. So if you cannot, you as a father should be able to go out and hustle for them, not them going out to hustle for you. I think if government start doing this, and then also there are a lot of government schools that are free in Abuja. So if they say that they can't send them to school, at least send them to the public school. Let them go to school, like Selassie said. Some of us go to school. When we come back from school, we go and do our selling. Some of us go to learn. It's a thing that is not just started now, but the part that they will not allow those children to go to school, to allow them to also start fetching for get a better education. I mean, when we were growing up, our parents used to say that we do all this for you to have a good education so that tomorrow you will not end up like us. So I think if they start picking up those parents, in fact, there's another one, Itodo. You see a woman lying down by the road. It used to be by Kabusa, what do you call it, Mabuchi Bridge. She has two children. I've seen this woman by Grand Square. She will lie down on the road and keep those two children by the roadside. I've helped her once. When I saw her there, the next place I saw her was in Mabuchi. Another time I saw her again in somewhere around Wuse.
Did you try to have a conversation with her? Did you try to get more information about her situation?
I had a conversation with her once when I gave her money by Grand Square. When you're climbing up by the bridge, she used to lie down there with those children. She said, I don't have. I said, where is your husband? He said, he doesn't do anything. I said, but this is not what you should be doing with these children. She said, no, it's just for today. The next time I saw her again was on Mabuchi Bridge. She will lie down. Of course, when people see such person, you want to stop and ask what is the problem. So just like they say, it becomes a business for them. So if they start picking them up, just like chasing those people that are hawking on, that are selling things on the street, I think the environmental should start picking those people up, especially those ones. Go home, pick their parent up. I tell you, they will not send those children out to go and hawk again. I think that's something that needs to be taken seriously. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Have a good morning. You brought something really important to our notice, right? I mean, street hawkers, street beggars, side by side. It's a bit of an issue in the FCT right now. While some are genuine, some just try to take advantage of you. And then those who really need the help miss out on what they could get from you. Welcome. Are you there? Welcome to you. Let's hear from you. Go ahead.
This issue that this topic you brought up is a very bad situation we're facing by our government. Just that the way the government, even when we are small, we know I think it's a little how we are being trained. Based on time of school, it's very hard for you not to go to school. Even your parents, therefore, once they see you, you go to school, every time the hours of school, you get in trouble. If they disturb you over it, why do you should go to school? Not that then we are not talking. Because sometimes you are talking, our parents will give us things after coming back from school. But this time around, it was not so. This time, we're getting very bad. I pray that this government is to do all this.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's see some messages right now. 08099330137. That is the WhatsApp number. Do to include your name and location when you send the message. Hey, Itodo, we have to be very careful with encouraging street hawkers. Some of them are dangerous. So instead, we should work with the social welfare groups to take them off the road. Nikki, that seems to be a popular thought right there, ensuring that they get help and get rehabilitated. Chinelo says, good morning. Parents did not send the children to hawk, but they like it. And it's because of the present situation in our country. The cost of fees, school fees, government is supposed to give free education to all citizens from primary to secondary school. That's the little benefits the masses can get from the government. All right. Casey from Garkin Market says, I was coming back from work one day at the Napa Junction before AYA. I saw this guy hawking a detergent cleaner. So I called the guy, we bargained, and I paid. When I got home and opened it, it was water in the pack. That's really sad. That's just really sad. I have never set my eyes on him in that location again. Buying counterfeit products. That happens to some people when they buy items from traffic and in public without being certain or being able to test or see exactly what it is that they are buying. Big Sam from Chica says, no genuine beggar stays in the business for more than 3 years. Any person who begs and is still doing that for more than 3 years is not true to themselves. What they gather should be enough to start a small-scale business. All right, Big Sam. Good morning.
Itodo.
Yes, welcome to you.
Thank you. Good morning.
morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to all previous callers. When Mr. Brad was talking about you, the woman was just passing at the GSM village side now.
What's your name?
So, sorry, this is Adewumi calling.
Welcome,
Sorry,
Adewumi.
my brother. When the woman that was talking about, there was a time she accused one of your senior colleagues for responsible for her children. That time, the man now say there is a popular radio station in Abuja. A lot of people will understand who I'm referring to. Since then, she'll be hiding. Either she go to state to go and stay for banning, and she's so abusive. On that one, government also has a lot of things to do, but it's unfortunately, it's like in the history of Nigeria, we never have a good government. Look at the message that you read. Somebody was talking about free education for all. I just see it like it can happen, but I don't think it will happen in the reality, maybe in a dream. Look at now, ministers give order to go and demolish where poor masses are living. You know the place you are talking about, this former sector, this old sector. It is a place where the IDP people who came from Benue and Ebrono are living. They have been there for years. Nobody care about them. The next thing you hear is that they should go and chase them out. You get that? It is those people that they will become the beggar. A lot of them leave their houses in their village. They become beggar in Abuja because they don't have anything to do. They don't have farmland here. If we go, I would pray, may God touch this our ruler, because I don't see them as a leader. If they are leader, my brother, in a country like Nigeria, we have all what it takes for every one of us to eat. So the extent that we will throw it away. You get in a country where somebody who never get 1 million before become billionaire overnight because they become director, become minister.
All right.
So a director who has an estate in Abuja, the director, you get estate. Where did you get the money from? It's not allegedly, my son. It's not allegedly. We know what is going on in Nigeria. Many of the people who are ministers today, where are they?
All right, Adewumi.
The appointment of Buhari is a newspaper vendor. Today now he's living where he likes. He's living as in a...
Let's leave the conversation there, Adewumi. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. All right. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Yeah, this is Prince from Gary.
I didn't catch your name. What's your name, please?
Prince from Gary.
All right, Prince, let's hear from you.
Yeah, I'm talking about beggars.
We're talking about street hawkers. Yes, that's it.
So, I think a week or 2 weeks ago, I was at the Arab Junction at Jabi. So this guy that sells this toothpaste dispenser, we in the traffic along, they passed us. So as they passed us, I just heard the sound at my back tire. I was like, what is that? I match. And the friend in my car said, it's like, I've matched this guy's stuff. So I was like, how come now? So I was still trying to process it, and the guy started shouting and just approached my car and he punched my side mirror and he broke it. Breaking my side mirror for what? He didn't stop there, then he picked a very big stone. When I was not trying to park, he picked a very big stone, attempting to smash my windscreen. So I parked. When I came now, he still wanted to attack me. I was like, how will I know that you put your stuff at the back tire or it fell and my back tire climbed it? You know, it took a lot of back and forth. People now gathered before I realized that apparently the stuff he claimed I broke was probably broken already. But he wanted to just play hanky-panky so that someone pays for it, or it's just a strategy.
Let me get something straight. Were you parked in that location, or you were just driving and there was a bit of a traffic situation and that happened?
Coming from Bega, that traffic, that cross junction, that Arab cross junction, that's where I'm talking about.
Okay.
So I was going towards Jabi at that cross junction.
So how did you settle? How did you settle the situation? How did you handle it when that happened?
No, people gathered, and when they looked at the facts and everything, the police were there, they didn't do anything. The road traffic people were there, they didn't do anything. But when people gathered, And people who could speak outside were now asking us what happened. After narrating everything, they were like, he should be the one telling me sorry, And they told him that he cannot pick any fight with me. And my side mirror, I had to go and fix it myself. So that's how they settled us, and I just left.
All right. Thank you so much.
Really sad.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing your experience right there. It's really sad, and good thing is you were able to handle that in the best way possible. I mean, this thing can happen to anyone, right? While some are genuine, that young man, like you've explained, might have been trying to take advantage of you and was, went on and broke your side mirror. Even did you stepped on his items that he's selling, his goods, his products. He could have found a way to maybe get some compensation if indeed it was an accident and not a deliberate action, and not resulting to violence just to prove whatever point he was trying to prove at that point. Welcome to you.
Itodo.
Yes, welcome to you, my fellow deacon. How are you?
These are I'm good, and you calling back.
Great. Let's hear from you.
Okay. Well, I have several experiences, but we see here because there are still some genuine ones. The ones I know, then I fall victim with this. Those women that will come, dress very well, corporate beggars, they come with some kids. They will beg you for money that they are going to. Or once you ask where they are going, they will call a very far place. Maybe but like that, depending on where you met those people. So you will not give money. You turn around, you see them approaching others. So at a point, I have helped like many. I don't go anywhere. So what I do these days, I have a car. If you tell me, I'll say, oh, I'm even going that way. Come, let's go. I will tell you no. So they will pretend as if they really want to go to see your emotions. And when they notice you are serious about it, they won't go. They say, don't worry, I'm waiting for my sister. She's still coming. So people should just be wise, but that should not stop us from helping the new ones. Then talking about this demolition at Area 1, sir, this is changing of selling of money, legal business in Nigeria, and the answer is no. Why have they not demolished Zone 4? Those ones that are selling dollars and naira for ages, because it's being done by the big men. In time will come when people will sacrifice themselves like Palestine, kill some people for this country to be in peace. You are suffering the innocent ones, the poor ones, forcing them to what they are not supposed to do. The government should be one. So four have been there for a very long time. Nobody talk about demolition. We are watching. 3 people need to die in this country.
No, let's not do that. Let's not push that narrative, all right?
We are praying for that to come.
No. No one is praying for that to happen, all right? No. No one is praying for that to happen, all right? Nobody needs to kill himself or anybody else to prove a point. All right, so Osh says, if you want to encounter dangerous street hawkers and beggars, just go to Worcester 2. One of the hawkers came to me one time and asked if I wanted to buy drugs. It's really getting out of hand. The FCT needs to do something about this. It is wrong to use people's empathy for selfish gain. Itodo, there are many frauds in town. One day in the market, a young boy accosted me that he needed to buy a bucket to sell pure water. On my way to buy the bucket, some women stopped me saying it's a racket. The bucket seller is in on the deal. So you buy the bucket, they continue to resell and share the benefits with the seller. That's some strategy right there. I walked away, really sad. Nikki sharing that experience. Some women with 2 or 3 children will meet you at a stop that they are going to Yang, Suleja, or any other part they choose to call. And then they tell you they don't have the transportation. But if you ask them to go with you, that you're going that way and will pay for them, they disappear. They're at every bus stop in the FCT. Are they selling anything? Are the street hawkers? Are they selling any wares, any items, or, anything of the sort? Ambassador Afam, thank you for sharing that.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Itodo.
Welcome.
My name is Jonathan.
Welcome, Jonathan.
There's this street hawking that I usually see in the night whenever I'm coming back from work.
What location is this?
Around this Antics, you see these women with child at their back selling granite. And the night, sometimes around 9:10, sometimes during rainy season, I don't understand. I actually felt for this woman. How can they be working with a baby? Some babies 3 months old, some 6 months, some 1 year. In the cold, selling at night with these children. Please, that city should do something about that. It's not that healthy for those children.
All right. Thank you for sharing that. Have a great morning. Now, the kids having to go through that. Now, this might be women who are doing genuine business and need to have the kids with them because there is nobody to watch or look after them. But yes, the point you've raised is really important. They don't need to put the kids through any of that hardship while they're trying to make a living for the household. I can hear you. Welcome.
Hello, hi.
Hi. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, my name is V. I'm calling from Area 3.
Welcome, V.
Yeah, something happened. Was it early this year? Yeah, I went to Area 1. You know where Area 1 market is?
Yeah.
So I went there. So I went there for printing. So I saw a woman using her elderly dad to beg for money. As in, the man is, I don't know whether the man is alive now. Man is very old, and you were using her, and you were using him to beg for money. And the man couldn't walk very well. I felt somehow. I have to stop them. I told the woman, why are you punishing this man? This is wrong. There's nothing wrong with you. The woman has 2 legs. She has 2 hands. Her eyes are okay. Everything is okay. So why can't you beg with whatever you want to beg? Why are you punishing the old man? I felt so bad. Then later, some group of people came out and they were like, that's what she has been doing. And I asked them, and you guys have been seeing this, and you couldn't even stop her from doing this. He's punishing the old man. Then the next thing I did was to ask the old man. I said, Baba, are you okay? The next thing the man told me was, I'm hungry, my daughter. And I felt so bad. Immediately, I gave the woman money to get the old man something to eat. After eating, I was there with the old man. Then the next thing I did was, and I asked the woman, if I give you 10,000 right now, will you use it to start up a business? I don't even care. With the one you have with you already, stop punishing this man. It's wrong. So I'm not transferring 10K to our account. So I collected that number. So I was calling her for a while. But later I noticed there was a time I called her. She told me she's at the village, that the popsy is very ill. You understand that? And I said, okay, don't worry, I'm still going to call you again the following week. But I called her the following week. Our line wasn't going. So I tried calling again. I don't know what happened. I don't know whether I can't see anything right now.
And she's never reached out to you after that?
And after that, she hasn't. Because I felt so bad that day. Do you know, immediately the man said, my daughter, I'm hungry. There's something inside me. But I can't treat my dad like this. Some people, this man is so elderly for you to punish him like this. He's supposed to be in his house enjoying, not taking him around. That's wrong. And I told that woman, if you try this again, honestly, I don't care. I'll come to the market, I will arrest you, and I'll take this man from you. She now apologized that she won't do that again. There's nothing wrong with the woman.
All right.
Hands, legs are okay.
Thank you so much for sharing that, and have a great morning. It's really good to see how nice Nigerians are, regardless of the experience that some people have had and shared. They'll still go on to help the next person who is going through a difficult time. Whatever tactic that you use, you're selling an item, you throw it on the floor, you try to deceive them, they're still open to helping and not caring whatever it is that you might have done to deceive them. The bucket buyer has come to me at Area 1 before, and that is Ayewo Omokaye sharing their experience right there. Now, one common tactic used by street hawkers is to sell counterfeit or substandard products to unsuspecting customers. And they may also engage in price gouging, charge exorbitant prices for goods that are of poor quality or readily available elsewhere. It's important that you do not buy an electronic in traffic, no matter how shiny or good it looks. One of those things gets people, heartbroken when they get home and it's not what you thought that you purchased. All right. So the FCT is doing various things, including putting out authority and, word, and putting people out there to ensure that they handle the street hawking situation. But it's not being, handled in the best way possible. And we're hoping that in the coming months, and with whoever it is that's put in charge of that, more people are able to see change and difference in the street hawking situation in the FCT. Thank you so much for being a part of this segment today and sharing your thoughts. I'll come back to get a few more of your thoughts before getting to the birthday segment. So do to stay tuned. Let's go for this quick break.
This is Nigeria Info.